Unit 5, Number 1. Federal. Relating to the central government, not to the government of a region or of some countries such as the United States. For example, the federal government. Federalism, the system of giving power to a central authority. Number 2. Deprivation. When you do not have things or conditions that are usually considered necessary for a pleasant life. For example, they use sleep deprivation as a form of torture. There is awful deprivation in the 70 pounds. Deprive, to take something, especially something necessary or pleasant, away from someone. For example, he claimed that he had been deprived of his freedom. Number 3. Minimal, very small in amount. For example, there were no injuries and the damage to the building was minimal. Minimally. Number 4. Impoverished, very poor. She's going out with an impoverished young actor, made weaker or worse in quality. For example, he warned that the breakdown of the family unit would lead to an impoverished society. Impoverish. For example, the new law is likely to further impoverish single parents. Number 5. Controversy. A lot of disagreement or argument about something, usually because it affects or is important to many people. For example, there was a big controversy surrounding the use of drugs in athletics. The policy has caused heated controversy ever since it was introduced. Controversialist, a person who likes to disagree with other people or say things that make people angry or think about a subject. Number 6. Marginality, situated on the border or edge. Marginalize, to treat someone or something as if they are not important. For example, now that English has taken over as a main language, the country's native language has been marginalized. Number 7. Inferiority. For example, his ill treatment as a child has given him a strong sense of inferiority. Number 8. Hypothesis, an idea or explanation for something that is based on known facts but has not yet been proved. For example, several hypotheses for global warming have been suggested. Hypothesize, to give a possible but not yet proven explanation for something. For example, there's no point hypothesizing about how the accident happened, since we will never really know. Number 9. Paradigm, a model of something or very clear and typical example of something. For example, some of these educators are hoping to produce a change in the current cultural paradigm. Paradigmatic. Number 10. Status quo, the present situation. For example, certain people always want to maintain the status quo. Number 11. Stratification, the arrangement of or classification of something into different groups. For example, The Prime Minister wants to reduce the social stratification and make the country a classless society. Stratify, to arrange the different parts of something in separate layers or groups. For example, the sample people questioned were drawn from the university's students' register and stratified by age and gender. Number 12. Ultimately. Finally, after a series of things have happened. For example, everything will ultimately depend on what is said at a meeting with the directors next week. Ultimately, of course, he would like to have his own business, but that won't be for some time. Ultimate, the best or most extreme example of something. For example, I mean tackling 6 men single-handedly, that really is the ultimate in stupidity. 13. Statistic. Information based on a study of the number of times something happens, or is present, or other numerical facts. For example, statistics show that women live longer than men. Statistical, relating to statistics. For example, statistical error, statistical evidence. Number 14. Invisible, impossible to see. For example, the aircraft is designed to be invisible to radar. These bacteria are invisible unless viewed with a microscope. Describes money that is added to a country's economy by activities such as the service and the financial industries rather than the production of goods in factories. Tourism brings in 40% of the island's invisible earnings. Invisibility. For example, the bits of gold in the sand were small to the point of invisibility. Number 15. Discomfort. A feeling of being uncomfortable physically or mentally, or something that causes this. For example, you may feel a little discomfort for a few days after operation. Discomfort. To make someone feel discomfortable, especially mentally. 16. Undercover. Working secretly using a false appearance in order to get information from the police or government. For example, an undercover police operation. Undercurrent, an emotion, belief, or characteristics of a situation that is hidden or usually negative or dangerous, but has some effects. For example, beneath the smooth surface of day-to-day political life, one senses powerful and dangerous undercurrents. Number 17. Hierarchy. A system in which people or things are arranged according to their importance. For example, some monkeys have a very complex social hierarchy. He rose quickly through the political hierarchy to become party leader. Next one. Hierarchical. For example, it's a very hierarchical organization in which everyone's status is clearly defined. Number 18. Ideology. A theory or set of beliefs or principles, especially one on which a political system, party, or organization is based. For example, the people are caught between two opposing ideologies. Number 19. Justify. To give or to be a good reason for. For example, I can't really justify taking another day off work. Justify yourself. If you justify yourself, you give a good reason for what you have done. Justified, having a good reason for something. For example, I accept that the criticism is completely justified. Number 20. Valorize, to provide for the maintaining of the value or price of a commercial commodity by a government's purchasing the commodity at a fixed price or by its making special loans to the producers. Number 21. Accounting for, to explain the reason for something or the cause of something. For example, can you account for your absence last Friday? Accountable. For example, someone who is accountable is completely responsible for what they do and must be able to give a satisfactory reason for it.